Kealy and this is Voice of a Creative. So today I'm here to talk to you about Me Made May. This was the first time that I took part in Me Made May and I was really excited to take part because actually I have quite a large handmade wardrobe and I thought it would be a great chance to try on lots of different things and see what I really liked wearing and also see where the gaps in my wardrobe were. So my pledge was to wear a different handmade item every single day of May. I would be able to rewear some things, but there would have to be a different item in there as well. And this was quite a challenge because I wanted to repeat wearing certain things that I was really enjoying wearing. So I've narrowed this down to my top 5 patterns and I'm going to show you the pictures and talk a little bit about the patterns that I liked the best. So I just wanted to tell you what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing a self-drafted vest top in this beautiful art gallery fabric and this is from Flojo's boutique. I'm wearing a pair of ready-to-wear trousers because I haven't got that many trousers yet, but actually this is really easy to wear, especially when it's quite warm out. So my number 1 most used pattern for Me Made May was actually one that I drew out myself. Now this is one that I got from a dress that I bought from Asda about 8 years ago, and I took the pattern, so it's a t-shirt top with little sleeves and then a gathered waist and then just comes down to the knee. I have made quite a few alterations to it, so the packaging isn't very exciting. I basically keep it in this plastic wallet, but my pattern pieces are essentially on brown craft paper. And I know that they're on the fold, so I haven't written that on, but I just put if it's a back piece or a front piece or the skirt piece. And quite often I change the gather, so I've got a basic skirt block and then I adjust it on the fabric according to if I want to have pleats or gathers and different things like that as well. And this is also what I use if I'm checking to see if a pattern will fit me, because I know that that fits me perfectly, so I can kind of lay it on top and check to do that extra check before I actually make it. So I will show you pictures of those 6 dresses. So that was my most used one, and I kind of expected that because it is the one I have the most dresses in different fabrics of as well. So I really like wearing that pattern. I mostly wear it for work and it's really comfortable and they're made out of jersey, so actually for a day-to-day dress it's a really good one. And the second most worn pattern was actually the same pattern but made into a top. So I literally kind of cut off the skirt piece and put gathers and then just make it a little bit longer at the back as well. And I wore that as well 6 times. So that's 12 made out of the same patterns, and I'll put some pictures up to show you. So my third most used pattern was this one. So this is the Mccalls M7122. I've showed you this in my previous videos. This is one I keep going back to because I really like the style of it. So I quite often make kind of view A, but I don't have the straight hem at the bottom. I do a slight curved hem and slightly longer at the back. But I have made that one up I think 7 or 8 times, and actually I wore 6 of those as casual weekend clothes during Me Made May. So that was my third most used pattern. My fourth most used pattern was this one, which is the Mccalls 7381, and it is one I've talked to you about before as well. It is meant for woven fabrics, but I've made it out of jersey, and I've made a combination. So there is a short no-sleeved one, so I have made that one, but there is also the longer sleeved one, but I've actually cut it to a cap sleeve on all of my dresses, and I wore that 5 times, and that was mostly one that I wore to work rather than on a weekend. So my 5th most used pattern was this one, which is the Blackwood cardigan by Helen's Closet. And this is one that I only bought at the beginning of May. You would have seen it in my fabric and sewing haul video. And I've made 3 of these in the month of May. and I wore them all multiple times. So I think you can count it as more than 6 wears, but obviously only have the 3 cardigans, so that's why it's in 5th place. Now I did wear lots of other ones that I made, which included self-drafted vest tops, but I only wore those a couple of times. I had my York pinafore, again from Helen's Closet. I also had my True Bias Hudson pants, as well as my So Over It vintage shirt dress. But I only wore most of those items once, so that's why they haven't been included in the top 5. So what I've learnt from Me Made May is I do have huge gaps in my wardrobe. I'm very drawn to patterned fabrics and jersey and mostly dresses, and that is because for me to wear to work every day, a patterned dress with a cardigan is the perfect thing to wear. It's comfortable, I know it looks smart, which I need to look smart at work, and actually I really enjoy wearing those and I always feel quite nice in them. So that's why, and I do spend most of my time at work. I mean, 5 days a week is a lot, so that's kind of 20 times in the month that I was at work, so I was wearing that. Where I really struggled was on the weekend. I didn't have as many weekend clothes that are me made. So I kind of combine different items that are shop bought, like vest tops and things, with a me made cardigan or something like that. So my sewing plans have changed slightly. So instead of more dresses, I am going to make some trousers. So I've made 1 pair of trousers, which you will see in my May Makes video. And those were really lovely, and I've already cut out another pair, so I will have those to wear as well. I also need to make a pair of jeans. I wore ready-to-wear jeans all throughout Me Made May at weekends, and actually I would really love to make my own pair of jeans. Another gap is that I don't have any Me Made coats, and I have kind of been putting off making a coat because I think it's going to be quite an involved make, but there are 2 patterns I'm kind of looking at to do that, and I think it'll be quite challenging, but actually I'm looking for more of a challenge now with my sewing so I can build my skills. So more trousers, more casual tops and jumpers, a coat and some jeans. So that's 2 really involved makes that I will need to be looking for as well in the future. If you liked the video, please press the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from me. If you want to see more pictures of my Me Made May, then please take a look at my Instagram. I'll put the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!